Hi everybody, it's Catherine from In the Pink Designs. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And today is the day that the mini catalog went live. Here it is. And I did send my customers that have purchased from me, there's only 4 of them, throughout the year, a copy. If you purchase from me, I will send you a copy of this, and I would appreciate it. I used from the new catalog Frightfully Cute stamp set, which I love. It has a lot of cute things for Halloween on it, and Frightful Tags dies, which you can probably see better if I open this. And it has a spider web and a few labels that I used: a tree, a fence, stars, circle, owl, and a witch hat. Alrighty. So I used, let's just put this over there, also rectangle stitch dies for this image and the cute Halloween paper. Alrighty. Also, this came back this year in the mini catalog, the mesh ribbon, which is great. Alrighty, now inside this little Halloween treat bag, trick-or-treat bag, is 100 grand, a Twix, a Nestle Crunch, a Kit Kat, and a Snickers. They're all fun size. So you could fit about 5 of them in there. There's still a tiny bit of room because the Crunch is a little bit thin. So you could probably fit another one that's bigger also on that. I also used the Cute Stars Adhesive back sequins, some rhinestone basic jewels, and of course I use Highland Heather, and this Highland Heather cardstock and pumpkin pie cardstock and basic white cardstock, and this ink is Gorgeous Grape. Alright, so let's see what you need here. You need a piece of Highland Heather that is 9.5 by 5 1/4. You need a label from the Frightful Tags dies, this right here, out of the Highland Heather. You need a piece of pumpkin pie for the sentiment label. Okay, from the cute Halloween 6x6 designer series paper, you need 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 2 3/4, and 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 1 1/4. Alrighty, and then you also need 2 strips that are 8.5 by 1/2 for the handles. Alrighty, so let's start with our 9.5 by 5 1/4 piece of Highland Heather cardstock. I'm going to get my Simply Scored, and we're going to start on the 9.5 inch side. Alright, so we're going to score at 1/2, 3.5, 5, and 8. And I forgot to say that this box, the bottom only, measures 3 by 1.5 by 3. Okay. All right, then we're going to turn it to the 5 1/4 side, and we're going to score at 1.5 and 4.5. Alrighty. Okay, now I'm going to burnish. Oopsie. If you would like to join, don't forget that Celebration started today also, where you get free products for every $50 you spend. You can also join Stampin' Up! As a hobby demonstrator or as a business, and you don't have to continue, and you get $125 worth of product for $99 free shipping, and you also get to pick an extra bundle. So that's a pretty good deal, and my contact information is below if you want more information. Alright, so this is what we're going to do. Right, we're going to get rid of this rectangle and this rectangle, and then we're just going to make some tabs and keep the sides of the rectangle straight. All right, now I should have folded, but it's okay. It's not going to become too weak. the top piece back when I burnished it. All right, so the skinny rectangle is on the left-hand side, and there's a 3/4 inch at the top. Okay, and we're going to go to the left-hand side to this bottom rectangle, and we're going to take that out and wedge a little bit above it. Okay, and we're going to keep the rectangle side straight. One there, and one there, and then we're going to wedge the sides of the squares. And that makes our tabs. Go to the other side of this rectangle, cut it straight, and then wedge the sides of this square. Okay, so that's what we did on the bottom. Now we're going to turn it 180 so that the 3/4 strip is toward me and the skinny rectangle is on the right. We're just going to get rid of this bottom rectangle and wedge a little tiny bit out of what's left of the skinny rectangle there. Okay, so this is what your cardstock should look like after you score it and you cut it. Okay, so now we're going to get our tear and tape, and we're going to put it on the skinny rectangle as close to the score line as we can get it. Alrighty. Just going to peel the backing off. Okay, and before we put our box together, we want to fold down this flap to the side that has the tape on it. Okay, now flip it over, flip this side down, and you might have to just burnish it down again. Okay, and you flip over the side that has the tape, and then you flip over the other side to meet it, and you're going to have to burnish that also. Okay, so this here is going to be our back. Okay, so we're going to put the sides down and the back, and then we're going to put some more tear and tape on the inside of the front flap. I'm going to put 2 pieces because the candy bars I want to stay in there securely. All right. Okay, so then we're just going to make sure it's square. Just push it down and then flip it over and just make sure you press down inside. Okay, and this is a little loose, but we'll take care of that after we put our DSP on. Okay, now we need our DSP, which is from Cute Halloween 6x6. All right, and the 2 pieces that are 2 1/4 by 3 1/4, we're going to put on the front, and we're going to slip the top of it right underneath, just like that. Okay, so I'm going to use liquid glue. All right, and then I'm going to gently poke it underneath. Okay, and then there should be 1/8 of an inch approximately of a border of the Highland heather all around the sides. Okay, so that's the front, and then we'll do the same thing on the back. Okay, now the 2 side pieces that are 2 1/4 by 1 1/4, we're going to do the same thing. We're just going to slip underneath there. Okay. Okay, now this is the back. So now what we can do is just put a little glue on both sides that are loose over here. And I always keep a piece of tissue nearby so that whatever glue squirts out of my projects, that I can quickly just take it off the edge. Okay, and there's the box part. All right, now for the handles. we need our 2 pieces, oops, I've lost, there they are, 2 pieces of pumpkin pie that are 1/2 by 8.5. And I'm just going to use the bone folder, and I'm going to really work them so that they curl. All right. Now, we're going to take the ends and twist them flat. Okay, so the top is going to curl a little bit in over here. All right, and we want to put, let's see how much. I'd say about 1/2 inch, maybe a little more. 3/4 of an inch inside the box. Okay, so you want to just put glue. Let's see, is that 1/2 inch? I mean 3/4. It's an inch. So we're going to put an inch of each side inside the edge of the box, about 1/4 inch from the side. Tissue. All right, and then just make sure it's straight. Just hold it there a little while. Alrighty. Okay, and then you can do the bottom inch of the other side too. Let's see. Maybe I did it a little bit more. But whatever you feel comfortable. I think I might have done 1.25 inches. Glue. Let me write that down for the directions. Okay. Alrighty. Now we're going to turn it around and we're going to do the same thing. Now you could also, if you don't want it to go down as far, the strips, the handles, you can also just cut it less than 8.5. Okay. Just make sure they're even, that's all you have to worry about. Fingers are sticky. There we go. Okay. And there's your box. This is the back and this is the front. Okay. Now we get to do some fun stuff. This is fun too, but alrighty. So I need some basic white to stamp on, and I need our gorgeous Grape Ink and the 3 Potions image from Frightfully Cute stamp set. I'm going to push it down. Great. And I'm going to take the smallest one that's up here by itself, and I'm just going to center it right in there. And I'm going to secure it and cut it out, and I'll be right back. Okay, and that's our tag. Now we need our Highland Heather label that we cut out already. And then we're going to stamp our sentiment, Happy Halloween to you. And I'm just going to put it, and just make sure there's none on each edge, right in the middle of this piece. Great. And then I'm going to cut it out with this label from the Frightful Labels dies, I believe. Don't know the names yet. Yes. Right, and I'm just going to center that and cut that out. Okay. So for the label, which I'm just going to make sure that's the front, attach it right here with liquid glue. I'm just going to make sure that it's nicely centered. Okay. And then I'm going to get a dark pumpkin pie Stampin' Blend. And I'm going to just carefully fill in the labels on here. I don't do the lines because that would be just too much. There's little lines on the side of the label. I wouldn't be able to get those. Okay, and then I'm going to get my dimensionals. I'm going to put 2 on the back of this. On this one I put it flush, but I'm going to try popping it up onto the label on this one. Okay, and then I'm going to pop it up onto the box. Then I'm going to take the metallic mesh ribbon and I'm just going to put it around this handle. I'm just going to tie a bow. All right, and then I think I'm just going to cut this one a little bit smaller. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm going to get some of my leftover. I have to get new. All I have is the little ones. Some leftover rhinestone basic jewels, and I'm going to put 1 on each of the bottles. One right in the middle on this one. 1 on the top of that label. And 1 on the middle of this label. Okay. And for the final touch, I'm going to use these Cute Stars adhesive backed sequins. And I'm going to put 3 on the bottom. I'm going to use 1 of each side. I'll put a small one, a medium one, and a large one. Oops, I got a purple one in there with it somehow. Okay, just press these down nicely. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. I enjoyed making this one. Oh, wait. You can purchase any of these supplies. They're available now at the address at the top of the screen. CatherineTiemann.stampinup.net. And please subscribe and hit the like button. You can also hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I upload a video. And there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.